Today is a very important day, guys, because once again we are taking on the expert list. But not with just any expert list map, we are going all the way to the highest tier, taking on an extreme map. Here's what they say about the extreme maps. The hardest of the hard, featuring some maps which have fallen off the map list. These maps make official expert maps look easy, pushing the game to its absolute limit. You'll need super specific strategies just to stand a chance. If you're looking for the toughest chimps runs ever made, this is it. Good luck. So yeah, quite frightening listening to that description. But either way, this is the list of extreme expert maps, and I think the map we are going to take on today is Tide Pools 2. Now before we get into the run, once again, I do want to get some points within my strategy, where simply beating the map would give me 5 points, and I think on top of that, I'd also like to go for the least cost chimps record, which would give me an additional 3, and that record is set by my boy Benny, with 35.7k cash spare at the end of their run. And it looks like their strategy was Carpet Spikes, Lord of the Abyss, and Bomb Blitz. Now those 3 fifth tiers are a pretty solid combination, so you're probably wondering how I plan to beat that. And the answer to that question is the Desert Phantom. And that's because this guy actually got a massive buff in the last update, where they doubled the bonus mob class damage from 20 to 40. So he's kind of insane now. But is it insane enough to beat the record? Let's find out. Here we go, guys. Tide Pools 2 from my man Info Apple. Let's get it. Now, first of all, before we even get into this run, I need to figure out how the map operates. It looks like currently there's a lot of arrows going on, and there is 4 lanes the balloons come from. Okay. Now with that, it appeared the outer lanes, the balloons only take 1 bend, but the inner lanes, the balloons are going to take 2 bends. So that's a little bit interesting, but either way, let's start this thing off. We are going to do a 3 dart monkey start with placing our darts on these 3 seashells on the ground. And this should be able to defend round 6. There was a round 6 start guide for this map, which is pretty cool. And these dart spots is what the guide showed. It's also nice that there's just that visual indicator of the seashells as well. Yeah, it looks like round 6 is defended. Now defending round 7 is going to be interesting because I don't have enough money for any towers. So I guess we kind of just have to upgrade a dart. Probably the middle dart is the most effective to upgrade with quick shots. Let's see if this works. It did not work. Okay. I guess I could try the other 2 darts with quick shots. First, the left dart, which doesn't work. What about the right dart? That does not work either. Huh. Well, if I can't beat round 7, the dart start's probably not going to work. What about a 2 Desperado start? Hopefully this defends. It's kind of funny. The round 6 guy did not work. Well, I guess it worked to beat round 6, but round 7 ended up getting me with that. So a little bit interesting. Either way, the Desperados were close to defending. What if I did something like strong targeting? Yes, there we go, we got it. Like 10 attempts later, I finally beat round 6 with these 2 Desperados. Hopefully round 7 gets defended and I'm dead. Oh my gosh. Starting on these maps is so difficult. I'll figure this out though. Okay, beat round 6 again. I think I have a slightly different left Desperado spot, so hopefully that allows me to defend the screen. Yes, there we go, okay. Finally, multiple attempts later, we have beaten round 6 and 7 on this map. Okay, I think next we'll add a Mermonkey, maybe over here. Mermonkey has just been one of the best early game options. You can't really go wrong with this guy, I'll be honest. It has 2 damage, decent pierce, it's really cheap. No complaints as a starting tower at least. And then round 9, let's do the same thing with another Mermonkey on the left-hand side. The only thing is it's going to be difficult to defend long enough. I'm trying to micro the targeting of this guy. Okay, 295 is the amount I need. Yes, Mermonkey right about here. There we go, we got it. A nice little mirrored setup to start off this run, which should be able to defend a decent length of time. Round 10 might be a problem. Wait, I think I'm good, yep. Then next off, let's add a sniper in here. I was glazing the Mermonkey as a starting option, but sniper also deserves a respectable amount of glaze, because this guy obviously doesn't miss with his shots. He's got range of every single lane, which is really important in these expert list maps. And then lastly, you can cheaply upgrade him to deal with some of the balloon type problems you have later, like leads or camos. Either way, round 14 could be a problem round. I switched the Mermonkey's targeting to first, and that did end up defending the first wave of yellows. What about the second wave? I think I'm good here. Okay. With that, I've got $1,000 on hand, which is actually enough for my hero, that being Geraldo, but I'm intentionally going to wait on placing Geraldo. You'll see why later. And either way, I don't think Geraldo would even help me enough for this round. Round 15 is always a difficult one. Let's see how we look on my first attempt. Yeah, I get destroyed. So what I'm thinking currently is add a wizard. That wizard being upgraded with the top path, hopefully working this guy towards an arcane mastery for the early game, as arcane mastery is pretty dang good. The only issue is as an arcane blast, I don't think it's that effective. but maybe it adds enough. First, on Sniper, yes. Okay, we actually barely survived that. And as for the path against Arcane Blast, probably gonna get the bottom path, extra pierce, extra range, camo detection, all of that's pretty nice. But we'll leave it uncrossed path for now. I'm dead round 18 though. Let's do intense magic in that case, and maybe even put the sniper on close targeting, because I kind of need the sniper to help with the right side. Hopefully the wizard and everything else can deal with the left. First now. Oh, I'm dead barely. I mean, I guess I could upgrade all the way to Monkey Sense, but then it might be hard to see for Arcane Mastery first if I'm spending that much money. The extra range should make the difference this round though. Yep, there we go, we're good. By the way, since I started with 2 Desperados, I can probably just upgrade these into Avenger and Desert Phantom later. As I said earlier, that's going to be my strategy. Round 21 though is getting me. I could try getting like a submarine. Submarines are not bad at all in the early game. The reason I avoided it, and I'm placing a submarine over here though, is because I don't want to place towers inside of the Desperado's range, as you'd lose attack speed from the Wanderer ability. That did help out a decent bit though. Alright, what if I did the submarine with a full metal jacket sniper? I probably would just want this upgrade anyways for lead balloons later. So it's not like I'm necessarily wasting money. But once again, I do need to be smart about all the cash I spend since I am going for a least cash cost chimps record. I want to make sure I'm affording Arcane Mastery in time for round 27, which I don't know if we're on pace for currently. But if I don't have Arcane Mastery by that point, I think I'm kind of screwed. Yeah, here we go. We actually get at the start of this round. And look at that. The wizard has pretty solid range. Now it also ignores the obstacles, which is really nice. So I'd imagine round 27 is not going to be a problem for us. I guess the right side of the map could be a little bit of an issue, but the wizard seeking projectiles kind of hit those balloons anyways. Yeah, we're good. So at this point, you're probably thinking, now you're going to place your order, right, Ryan? And the answer to that question is no. I'm actually going to wait to place this guy until round 40. The reason why I want to place Jordan round 40 in specific is because with placing him on that round, it means Jordan will hit level 20 basically on round 98. And that is the timing that I want his restock to occur, as the restock's just going to allow me to use a bunch of Jordan items to help me out for some of the hardest rounds in the game. Either way, at this point, I think we're just going to try saving up a little bit more money. Don't really know where I want to take my defenses next. Almost 4k saved up. Now, I'm guessing round 35 is the end of my save up rounds, though. There is rainbows coming out soon, and I am probably doomed. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm dead. So at this point, I'm wondering, I could take my defenses multiple ways. One of them is upgrading the submarine into like a triple guns with advanced intel, as that's always a really good early game option. Another one is just going straight for these Desperado upgrades, which I don't think is necessarily a bad idea. Enforcer could be pretty helpful here with Bullseye, but I don't think this is like the best early game defense necessarily. On the bright side, they did actually buff the Enforcer's range in the last update though, which definitely will help me out here with this placement. And it looks like I am beating around 35. The main round I'm worried about though is 36 in all honesty. That's always one of the hardest early game rounds, just huge waves of pink balloons. And wait, we defended the first wave. 1 second. Let the defenses cook, guys, come on. Second wave. Oh, I barely defended. I think I'm dead against this third wave though. The third wave is a little bit less dense, but it's much longer. And yeah, I'm very dead. But on the bright side, I actually have a decent amount of money to work with. Ideally, I just want the cheapest way to defend this, you know what I'm saying? What if I did something like this? A Fireball Wizard. Seems odd, but I could maybe make this into a Wall of Fire too if it's not enough. Okay, Fireball's not enough. All right, Wall of Fire. Well, the only issue with Wall of Fire, though, is I actually could die against the left side, because now that's the problem side. Let's put both of these on first targeting. Wait. We defended. Oh my gosh. The snipers clutched up a couple balloons that were about to leak. We're making this work. I've got like the weirdest setup of towers though. 2 wizards, 2 desperados, 2 mermonkeys, 2 snipers, and a submarine. It is quite the odd starting combination, I've got to say. Oh, lead balloons this round. I think I'm dead here. I've got an idea to beat this round. I definitely want to alch buff this desperado on the right later. So I might as well just get an alchemist here to start. Come on. Yeah, this looks to be doing better. There we go. All the leads are defended. And hopefully with this type of setup, I can just save for the Moab on round 40, because I'm definitely going to need more Moab class defense. I don't know which lane it comes from either. Ideally, it comes from a lane that's close to my Enforcer, because that's the strongest tower I've got right now. We'll see though. Round 39 is easy. And I've got over 4k saved up, which isn't bad at all. All right. I also do want to place Geraldo this round too, remember that. By the way, the Moab comes from that lane. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to see. Yeah, we're not even close to popping it. What if I upgrade this bottom Desperado to Enforcer? I can do that and actually still afford Geraldo. I feel like that should work, right? At least that's my hope. Again, though, the Moab's not going to be in these Desperados range very long is the only problem. That was really close, though. What if I get the top path on this Enforcer? Normally, you don't want the top cross path, just because the critical shots are, like, better than the faster attack speed. But this could be a rare instance where the top path is better. All right, what if I get 2 spikes in the back as well? Please defend. Yes. I actually did not need the spikes. Okay. I guess it's not a terrible thing that I use spikes, though, because those could maybe come in handy later. Either way, we do have a setup that's working now. I'm pretty sure I need more defense around 42, however, just because, again, the camo detection problem I was talking about beforehand. This guy does not have camo, so there's going to be some camo rainbows here. And I doubt the wizard... Actually, the wizard can solve that. Did not know you're built that way, wizard. Nicely done. Well, I guess if I'm not having any defensive problems, best just to save for Avenger next is my thought. And I want to get Avenger on both of these guys. Which the Avenger did get... Oh, I'm dead here. This is definitely the point when I need to use a camo potion. But yeah, as I was saying, the Avenger did get nerfed in the last update quite a bit actually too. As you can see, it's a lot more expensive. And on top of that, they made its knockback worse. However, this upgrade was so OP in the past updates that I think it's still probably pretty solid. Also, wait, we're dead there. What if I go strong targeting? I'm surprised we're dying to this lane. Oh, the Wall of Fire, yeah, the Wall of Fire was just taking a day off, it looked like. We're good now. Also, I guess one benefit of the Avenger compared to the previous one is it's going to have more range, because again, they buffed the shotgun's range, which I would say is a buff, but in some cases it could actually be a nerf, because if the shotgun has more range, it's more likely we're going to have towers inside of its area and lose those stacks for attack speed. And I'm guessing round 49 is when I actually finally need to get more defense. Let's get this guy to Avenger. But then I'm dead to the right. Let's do this then. Avenger on the left, and I'll get a village and an Alk buff on the right. Or what if instead of the Alk buff, I just get this into a primary training first? Primary training is also a great addition. Extra range, extra pierce, extra projectile speed. Come on. Defend. Oh my gosh, we're good. And I don't think that increased its range enough, yeah. Where we still have 3 stacks, but if I Alk buff this guy too, oh no. This wizard actually might be too close in its range. I'm gonna be really annoyed if I lose an attack speed bonus because of that. I do. That makes me angry. That makes me angry, guys. I honestly think that's kind of worth me just redoing a lot of these rounds to have the wizard in a spot where it doesn't interfere. So I'm gonna place the wizard a little bit more to the right. Yep, there we go. We got 3 stacks on it still, even when the Alk buff is present. That is actually perfect, with like all 3 of these towers on the brink of stealing the stack. Next up though, we definitely just want to save for this right Avenger. I'm actually good against the Moab here. Wait a second. Yeah, that's a problem. Even with an Alk buff, the Enforcer's not enough to pop Moabs. So whenever a Moab's gonna come from the right side, I'm kind of in trouble. And the thing is, if I got the Avenger on the right instead of the left, I would be having the same exact issue, just mirrored for the left side Moabs. Not sure if this is smart or not, but instead of going for the Alk buff, what I can do is get a Deadeye, as Deadeye has some decent single target damage, and it can give buffs to these guys later too. Alright, see how we do against the Moab now? We can give this guy range. Yep, we're good. And the great part about the Deadeye is its range is just so big, especially with the village, that it can basically help out with Moabs from any of the lanes. Oh, and one other really nice part about this Deadeye I didn't think about till now is it gives camo detection. So on rounds of camo balloons, I can actually just use the buff on this Avenger, and that'll help me out. Okay, and I think at this point, guys, now I've got my defenses somewhat situated, it's time to finally address the elephant in the room, which basically is, where has my post been lately? Because I haven't posted for like 6 days on this channel, and a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, Ryan's burnt out of BT6. He's done so many challenges. He's just taken a short break. And the answer to that is no, I'm not burnt out at all. I love this game. I have a lot of fun playing BT6. But the reason I haven't been posting is because I've been having tons of PC problems. I talked about this briefly a couple months ago. I thought I fixed my PC problems and I ended up not fixing them. But now I think they are finally fixed. I basically bought a new motherboard and CPU, replaced them, bought some new RAM, and everything's working fine now. But yeah, it's been really annoying just troubleshooting that stuff, which I've done for like the past 3 days. So that's why my posts have been inactive basically. Round 61, I actually ended up dying the round after I got Avenger, or actually a couple rounds after. But let's try getting a Alk buff on the second guy. I feel like I shouldn't be dying here, but yeah, that is just where I've been. Looking pretty decent now. I do like my setup quite a bit. So there's two things I could save up for next. One of them is a glue gunner, which I could upgrade to a glue storm. And the reason why I'm thinking about adding a glue storm is because first of all, these Avengers don't have lead popping power. So adding something to make them pop leads like a glue storm is really important for DDTs. But another reason is they actually have pretty low base damage with the shrapnel. So glue storm helps out a ton there too. So I either can save up for that, or the other idea is just save for Desert Phantom first and then go for glue storm after that, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards. Either way, round 63 got defended. Round 64 Moabs can actually be a problem sometimes. And it looks like it is a problem. I could try Bounty Hunter, and then maybe go for Desert Phantom after Bounty Hunter. This should defend. Yeah, I think Bounty Hunter increases just the strength of the attack anyways too. And now of course with Bounty Hunter I also have that nice ability. By the way, I'm aware that this bottom Desperado does not have a village buffing it, which maybe I should buy a village to buff it, but I'm not entirely sure if that's smart, just because getting like a primary training village is going to cost me a pretty penny. And this guy I'm probably just going to leave as an Avenger, while this top one I'm going to build towards a Desert Phantom, so the village has more merit, on top of the fact the village is also buffing some other things and discounted a lot of things in the meantime too, you know what I'm saying? Big mob wave here, gets kind of strong. Let's actually use the ability. Okay, that ability actually did a lot. You could see basically all the mobs pop at once when the Bounty Hunter ability activated. It's kind of nice to utilize this guy because in my Chimps runs, I have used Avenger quite a bit, but I haven't really used Bounty Hunter at all. And I feel like Bounty Hunter can be pretty strong given a good placement and map, which this appears to be working out nicely for it. All right, round 75, one of the tougher rounds. We're gonna give this guy range. It pretty much can see the entire map this way and just chunk down these BFBs fast. Yeah, you can see the knockbacks though of the Avenger, definitely not as consistent as they were in the past against like the fortified mobs there. We're still defending everything though. This is good. I can also use the Bounty Hunter ability to use that. Yep. Come on, defend that left part. Oh, I'm barely dead. That was close though. Okay, this time I think I'm gonna wait longer before I use the extra range ability. Let's use Bounty Hunter ability now. Extra range now. Yes. We're good. Strong targeting. Look at those critical shots, dude. The rifle is just insane. I think I'm fine against the rest of this. Yeah, that worked out nicely. Round 76, wait a second. Actually, no, those ceramics are not a problem. Already got 26k saved up, only 7k away now. Oh, round 78 ceramics just got me. I've got an idea then. You know I was talking about glue storm earlier? I could just get a glue hose or glue strike to help me out for this round. We'll first try just with a glue hose to slow down some of the balloons. Let's see if this works. Okay, that did a lot better. Now the second wave of ceramics is camouflage, so I want to make sure to use the Bounty Hunter ability on this Desperado for that wave. Now, oh, I have 0 stacks though when this ability is active, so that's a little bit scary. Yeah, I'm dead. Let's go all the way for glue strike then. All right, be ready to glue strike. Now. And that should easily defend. Yeah, we're good. I think we end up affording Desert Phantom mid-round 81 with how much money I've got currently. If I don't spend any more cash, that is. BFBs this round. Be ready to glue strike. Now. I don't know if that was good timing or not, but I did it. Fortified BFBs. Okay, the fortified BFBs aren't going to be a problem. They are on some of the easier lanes as well. We're chilling. And we've got the ZOMG, which also should be pretty easy. The B80 is also going to come from this lane, but this lane is probably the easiest lane for me to defend things on, because both of the Avengers can see it. The Bounty Hunter has good range of it. Even Geraldo can see it. The glue slows down these balloons. No complaints. Okay, 2k away. We got this. Currently, we're defending. 600 away. Come on. Wait, I think I got it. Come on. Desert Phantom. Look at Desert Phantom just destroy everything on the right now. Glue strike those ceramics on the left. We're good. I feel like now they've got Desert Phantom on the field, these right 3 lanes are going to be basically easy. The only lane I need to worry about for the most part is this bottom left one, which is why I think I'm going to start stacking some shooty turrets over here. I don't actually know when I got Geraldo level 14. I probably should have been stacking these a bit ago. The upgraded shooty turrets are always a good use of money in my opinion. But yeah, I basically just need these guys to help out with the left lane, is my thoughts. And with placing those shooty turrets, the next thing I want to spend money on is that glue storm, obviously. But besides the glue storm, I really don't know what else I'd want to spend money on. Hopefully not much, because I feel like we will be out of the budget of beating that least cost chimps record pretty soon, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be smart about how I play this. Glue Storm is going to be afforded here in round 84. Let's get it. Just in time for these ZOMGs, which I do not need it for. I mean, just look at that shotgun strength, bro. This guy was definitely underpowered when Desperado was first released, but they've buffed him quite a bit through some patch notes. And now I think he's solid. Round 89's a bit difficult because I don't have Glue Storm at the very start of this round like you'd want. I think I'm dead. Jerry Fires would be really effective use of cash, especially with the fact that I've got Glue Storm, but I don't really want to spend money on that yet because the Jerry Fire wouldn't carry over till the end of the game yet. I want to wait till round 91 to spend money on Jerry Fires, ideally. Come on, defend. We're doing good this time. I used a couple spikes as well for the bottom lane, so hopefully I defend these ceramics. Yes? Okay, we're good. Against the Moabs at least. That was the hardest part of the round because I didn't have Glue Storm. Now I have Glue Storm against these BFBs. Which, actually, can I use Glue Storm? Because I need Glue Storm for the next round. DET's in the next round. I don't think I need Glue Storm, though. Actually, I do. Use it now. We use the ability on this guy now. And hopefully that works. Pop the DT. Yes. We're good. That wasn't necessarily a comfortable defend of the DT, though, so that gives me a little bit of worries. Either way, we can use these Jerry Fires now, and probably just use more when they come off cooldown. Because as I said before, they'll stay until the end of the game. Then round 92, we will use the Glue Storm when? Like now? Probably keep the Bounty Hunter on strong. Looks like I'm defending. Give range to the Bounty Hunter. Come on. Wait, am I good against those? Oh, I'm barely dead. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. I've been forgetting like the most important Geraldo item. Sharpening Stone. Sharpening Stone is like really OP on these guys because it increases the pierce of all the shrapnel too. I can't believe I forgot about that, I'll be honest. I probably could have spent a little bit less money on some of the previous rounds in like Geraldo items if I applied the Sharpening Stones earlier, you know what I'm saying? But it's fine. Okay, on top of the Sharpening Stone, I also use 2 creepy idols on the left, so hopefully that adds enough to defend this ZOMG. Maybe I'll also use a glue just to play it super safe. Come on, defend. Yeah, we're good. Now for round 93, here's what I'm gonna do. Bounty Hunter ability on you to give camo detection, and then Glue Storm when the DTs come out now. Wait, that's not enough? Oh, I know a big problem here. Geraldo doesn't have camo detection, so none of these Jerry Fires were hitting the DTs. That in itself will probably make the difference here. Come on. Defend. First on all of them? Yes, there we go. I had them on strong to begin with, and then I micro the targeting to first mid-round. Sabo now. Bounty Hunter ability. Don't die, don't die. We're surviving. I think I'm good. Only lanes where the Desert Phantom can attack are remaining. Yep. And we actually stole some ceramics too, so I got abilities back off cooldown. Well, I didn't actually get Sabo much off cooldown. That's the main concern. I need Sabo for these DTs desperately. And I used it too late into the previous round. Glue Storm? How am I looking? Wait, do I even need Sabo? I'm considering going back in time and not spending money on this upgrade, and just seeing if we can make this happen using like a genie or something, which is much cheaper than a Sabo. So let me try that. Made it back to 95 without the Sabo. So now I think we're gonna go creepy idols, then a genie right around here. I probably want to have, yeah, probably want to have the genie more towards the left. Okay, here we go. Bounty Hunter ability on you now. We'll go strong, strong, Glue Storm. And then I think I'm going to use a Geraldo Glue on the 2 hardest lanes to slow down some of the DTs. All right, defend, please. Bounty Hunter ability. Okay, we're hanging on. I can't really use any items to help me. Wait, am I good? I defended without a Sabo. That is huge. And since I used a genie in the last round, it's going to carry over for round 96. The other round I'm worried about defending, though, without a Bloons Sabo is round 99. Fortified DTs are going to be tough. But if I get good knockbacks from the shotguns, I think I'll be okay. Well, actually, my Glue Storm timing was probably bad. I should have used it earlier into the round. I'm still defending. Wait a second, though. All of the Jerry Fires on the left to help out a ton. Yeah, we're good. Round 97 should be really easy for me. We just get consistent knockbacks against these ZOMGs, and both of the ZOMGs are going to be in the range of my Desert Phantom. But 98 is where things get real, guys. And this is the round, look at this, where we are $950 away from Geraldo level 20. So just as I planned, I can place some Geraldo items, which I'm going to use a creepy idol, a glue. I can buy level 20 and get a full restock, allowing me to spam more creepy idols. So I think we'll just see how this ends up playing out with my current setup. Probably need to use more items than I did here, but you know, if I don't, then it's good. Glue Storm timing is going to be important. I think we'll use Glue Storm now. Wait, now. Also want to make sure Glue Storm's available again for round 99, of course. Am I good here? Wait, first. I think I'm dead. Yeah, this round's going to be tough. All right, I think I figured out how to beat round 98. It's going to be difficult, but I need to use a Blade Trap mid-round. The Blade Trap should be really effective. Let's wait a second before I use Glue Storm, though. Let's use it now. As for the Blade Trap's location, I think I'm going to use it right around here. Maybe now. Come on, defend. We're defending. Be ready with spikes if I need. I think I'm handling. Maybe one more spike on the left. Don't die. We're good, we're good, we're good. Spike down here, spike down here. No. Don't die. We're fine. Oh my gosh, round 98 was a pain. But thankfully I also stole this round too, where I have Glue Storm basically off cooldown. Now I'd imagine I need to use a Genie for round 99 and 100, but first of all, let me just test, because if I can save that money, then obviously that's great. Let's go Glue Storm now. Strong on these. Can I get the knockbacks? Yes. That was not very good. Come on. Defend. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we did it. We did it. Do I have enough damage to pop the BAD? That's the question. I can also give range to this guy at the start. So now the pistol of the Desert Phantom's going to attack the BAD early, which should help out quite a bit because I think the pistol has some decent damage. I've also got pretty much all of my Jerry Fires attacking. Yeah, let's look at the pistol damage. Doing a couple thousand. That's not bad. Unfortunately, I used the, what's it called? Mark to Pop ability on the previous round, so I don't have that available. I've got a glue that I can use against the insides. I don't think I actually need it. Look at how fast we pop this. The Jerry Fires got to be putting in work here. Yeah, I did not need the, what's it called? The Genie bottle. Okay. 44k spare. That is actually very solid, ladies and gentlemen. We will take that. 1 million pops on the Desert Phantom, 400,000 on you, 200,000 on the Bounty Hunter, and then another 267,000 on Geraldo. So yeah, I think that was a pretty solid run. We beat the record by like 9,000 cash. Not bad at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's expert list video on the Extreme Expert map. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to take on the map list next, because those are maps that are actually more difficult than expert list. And of course, if you did enjoy, hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace. Have a good one.